Hi, folks. Welcome back here. It's been a couple weeks since I last spoke to you, so I wanted to do a couple things here. First off, the first marking period grades were entered, submitted. Once report cards are official and everything, you'll see those. As I mentioned previously, if students do work, and they have to do the work from the first marking period to move on, you're not going to see when you check Power School that grade updated yet. Right? I can't update that grade on Power School until the end of the marking period, the second marking period. So when the end of the second marking period gets here, I will be able to go back in and change that. If students want to see what score they have once they finish the work from the first four modules, if they check the grade book on Schoology, again, it's right over here on the left side. If they check that, that will be up to date. Power School will not be. Hopefully that makes sense. Moving forward here, all right, we're now down here into the modules 5 through 9, all right, and there are extra credit here. I have actually had some students who are already completely done with the course, which is awesome. We have a great opportunity coming up here as all of next week students are off. So there's a ample opportunity here for students to either get made up or ahead of the game. So I wanted to talk about Module 5. I'll get into Module 6 when we get back from the Thanksgiving break. So this module talks a lot about just things that are occurring naturally when we drive down the road. All right. And we have a little bit of control over these things, but for the most part, not too much. So the first thing here is an ed puzzle that talks about why car crashes occur, is essentially is what it is. So it gets into some of the physics of why it may happen. This just has more information about that. And then we have a couple assignments in a row here. The first one is to do what we call the penny check. So you take a penny, put it heads down, Lincoln's head down into the grooves of the tread, and you are trying to see how much tread is on that tire. In a good case, the head of Lincoln should be covered. Right? If you can see his whole head, that's an indication that the tire tread may be running a little bit low. Oftentimes, people don't do a very good job of keeping a good check of their tires. That would be the air, the amount of tread, all that good stuff. And honestly, that's probably one of the more important things on your vehicle. And we kind of just push those to the back burner a little bit. So that's what that assignment is. Students are going to actually take a picture doing the penny check and then explain whether or not they think it's a good amount of tread or bad. The next one, there's two videos that students watch about stopping distance and all of the different factors that can affect how long it takes a vehicle to come to a stop, speed being the ultimate. All right, so hopefully, as students watch these videos, they'll figure that out. Then we have a ton of other factors: weight of the vehicle, the weather, the tire conditions, vehicle conditions, road conditions, all of those things come into play with stopping distance. And then the last one here, talk a little bit about some of the safety features that are in vehicles. Right, as we get more and more advanced technology, we're starting to see that implemented in vehicles. Right now, we have a law that says all new vehicles have to have a rear backup camera. You know, we're starting to see we have the blind spot detectors, indicators, cameras surrounding our vehicles, automatic braking, all those types of things that as every year passes, we're starting to see more and more. At the end here, there's a quiz. It's out of 10 questions. Students have to score at least 8 correct. So that's the natural laws. The big thing here is, especially with the speed, all right, and our stopping distance and how it can be affected. I will be back, like I said, probably after the holiday break, and I'll talk a little bit more about some of these basic vehicle maneuvers that we're going to get into, which is fun because that involves parallel parking. And we seem to see where a lot of students just don't quite like parallel parking, but I'll talk more about that when I get back. If you have questions, let me know. If not, hope you all have a great holiday. For those of you who are hunters out there, best of luck in the woods. See ya.